Hello everybody, Raptor King of the West here, and today we are back in Minecraft Dinosaurs. And I've recorded this intro already, but OBS decided that it was having none of that, so we're back. Yes, for some reason, when you hold an egg in the offhand, it does that. I don't know why. I really don't know. You can't see it like this, which is probably why they never found out. We're getting a dryosaurs enclosure today. Because we're getting a dryosaurs in general today. This is a really weird way to flow this sentence. I checked before recording. It lives in grasslands and floodplains, with floodplains sorta being like swamps, kinda. A lot of animals that do live in swamps do also live in floodplains because they are somewhat similar. For today, we are going to be going the route of plains. We are just going to go for a normal grassland. Mostly because I don't want to deal with that much water today. I don't want to do it. Eventually, we will start dealing with water, but first I would like to be dealing with the food problem, which means I need to actually get quartz from the nether, which, depending on how much time we have, maybe I'll do a bit of today after we, hatch the dryosaurs. We will see. Is there going to be andesite over here? I'm just looking for andesite right now. I need it because my idea for the enclosure involves andesite, tuff, and like all those sorts of rocks. I want to make it look like the walls of the enclosure are made out of rocks. Really, that's what I want to do. I think it'll look super cool, and because there's literally no other way to make this enclosure actually interesting. There just isn't. I can't do it. I'm not a miracle worker. That's not true. There's a bunch of ways to make this more interesting. I could actually terraform. But that's not happening. Not today. Not doing that today. There will be a day where I actually, like, terraform a lot in this world, where I do whole enclosures that are just terraforming. But when I do that, we will probably have one of most dinosaurs in this world. Most of them. Apparently, I will never have the Pachyrhinosaurus, by the way. I still cannot get it. I was mining for an hour off camera through everything I collected into the analyzer, and not a single piece of Pachyrhinosaurus DNA. But I got more Spinosaurus DNA. Got some Platybelodon DNA, you know. All that fun stuff. Another Sarcosuchus DNA. All of that. Not a single Pachyrhinosaurus DNA. It hasn't happened. I will never get that DNA, it seems like. One day, I will get my hands on that DNA, and I will be celebrating off the rooftops. I will shout off the rooftops. You will be able to hear me in real life from wherever you are. You could be in the UK right now. You could be in the UK right now. You won't hear me right now because I don't have the Pachyrhinosaurus DNA. But if I did, you would be able to hear me. Because I would shout from the rooftops. This is way more andesite than I need for this enclosure, probably. I'm gonna play it safe, though. And then just gonna poke around a little bit, because maybe there's a single biofossil here, and I could get a single fossil ore here, and I could get a single biofossil, and I can throw it in the analyzer, and I can get this DNA on camera, maybe? That would be pretty sick if it happens. That would be really awesome, actually, if that happened. Please just give me the DNA. I want it so bad, game. Please. It'll happen. It was when I saw the new dinosaur, like the list of all the new dinosaurs, it was one of the ones I was the most excited to get my hands on, actually. It was, absolutely. Okay. And I just cannot seem to get it, no matter what I do. Okay, at this point I am just actually caving, which is not what the point of this episode was. I'm not entirely mad about it, though. Because I can feel my luck change. This is a big vein, actually. Okay. I can feel my luck changing. No? Okay, maybe not. I don't want to cave for too long. I don't think this is what you guys are here to see. I don't think you come to this channel to see me cave. Maybe you do. Maybe you've been really disappointed that I haven't been caving more in these, episodes. If that's the case, I'm sorry. I thought you guys all wanted me to cut it. No, but I mean, I don't know. We'll get a couple biofossils here. I'm not gonna search too hard. It's more of a waste time and stumble across them thing. Definitely not gonna strip mine. It's just not fun content. Alright, that's a dead end. That's good enough for me. Yeah, just grab that all there, throw both of those in, and we are going to hope for the best. I'm sure you're all equally excited with me, equally anxious to find out the results of my spur-of-the-moment caving. We're all, waiting on the edges of our seats to see what the results are. We're all desperately hoping. I should have collected more tuff while I was down there, shouldn't I have? Yeah. Honestly, it's okay. I can use the tuff sparingly, or not at all, even. Okay, come on, Analyzer. All you need to give me is Pachyrhinosaurus DNA. Come on. I'm nervous. I'm actually nervous to look, because I know that it won't give it to me. I know for a fact that it will not give it to me. But I am still so nervous. Because maybe it will. Maybe I will get this on camera. Come on. Nope, Aquilolamna. See? I'm never gonna get it. I have 5 Deinonychus DNA. 5 Deinonychus. We have not had a Deinonychus that I've, like, witnessed the death of to get a bunch of DNA like the Quetzalcoatlus. We're at a total of 3 Spinosaurus. Like, this is... We are getting duplicates of things before I get a single Pachyrhinosaurus. Insanity. Absolute insanity. The odds are the same for all of them, I think. Watch Pachyrhinosaurus not even be there. Wait. No. There it is. 0.4 for literally everything. 0.4 for everything, right? Okay. Absolutely everything prehistoric, you know, like not all the modded ones. 0.4 for everything from the Mesozoic era. I have 5 Deinonychus DNA. Okay. What, at this point, the odds are that I should have gotten Pachyrhinosaurus, right? Surely. Surely at this point, it is more unlikely that I haven't done this. This is... Oh. I'm gonna get that DNA one day. It will happen. It'll happen. We're gonna turn there. And, yeah, you can go back there. I don't really care. Okay. Then, yeah. And then we're gonna turn you all into stairs. And you all into slightly more messed up stairs. Okay. Lovely. That Pachyrhinosaurus will be mine one day. I wish one of the ancient tablets had some art of a Pachyrhinosaurus on it so that I could place that somewhere. I can make a painting, I guess. One day it'll happen. Just gotta keep working till that one day comes. Okay, come on. Don't do this. Do not blow up my zoo. It's rude. There we go. Didn't even drop gunpowder. Okay. Okay, see? So many things spawn in this lake. And the Aquila just, it chooses at this point, I believe, to starve. Where is my Aquila? Oh, you're right there. Are you eating? You're not eating. No, why would you eat? That would be crazy. Gonna kill the sturgeon myself. You're not gonna eat in an ink sac. You're not gonna eat that. That's not food. I wonder if you would hunt them yourself if you had a friend. I do wonder that. By the way, next on the list to get a name, unless you guys decide to name something, is the Aquila Lomna. But if you guys want to name anything else or the Aquila Lomna, absolutely leave a suggestion in the comment below. Comments below. You don't have to all reply under one comment. That would be weird. I don't want you doing that. That sounds strange. Okay. We are actually starting to really fill up this, alcove here. We are filling it up quite a bit. I think we gotta go over here and put this enclosure between the Triceratops and T-Rex enclosure. Speaking of Triceratops, how is Lapis doing? You doing good, buddy? You're doing great. You're doing lovely. I don't know how 7 Triceratops would fit in this enclosure, but I also didn't believe them when they said that 10 Psittipati would fit in an enclosure, and Agnes and Chester don't even seem overwhelmed. So, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Alright, this enclosure doesn't need to be insanely big. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure that they can't jump out of it. I don't know why I'm breaking all of this. Yeah, this doesn't need to be too big, so we're just gonna plan out sort of where I want the rocks to be. Okay, well then I need to do that, because if this is where each rock kind of is, then they need to be a bit closer. Okay. There we go. The idea is to make it look very rocky. There is no reason for this other than I think it'll look good aesthetically. So that is the entire design inspiration is I think it'll look nice. Also Stonehenge a little bit, but not that much. Because I'm not really building anything like that. Sort of just the general idea of a circle of rocks. We'll do mostly focus on the inside. And then because the outside I can do later. Am I gonna need more cobblestone and andesite than I suspected? Definitely. This is a Minecraft project. Of course I will. It would have been crazy if I was right. It would be nice to have mossy cobble for this, actually. Can I craft that with moss? I can craft it with moss. I only have 2 pieces of moss. Ooh, you know what? Let's use all of our tuff on the inside layer. Just throw it around a bit. These rocks aren't going to be big enough to gradient anyway. One day, I'll build something big enough and impressive enough that I can gradient it and it'll have all the neat little terraforming, and it'll be all really nice and really cool, and it'll make you guys proud to watch this channel. It won't be anytime soon, but like, no, I'm joking. It could happen at any time. It'll probably happen later, though. Alright, I'm out of, like, everything, so we're gonna teleport home. Nope, didn't miss it. It's actually no Pachyrhinosaurus DNA in there. So sad. So very sad. Okay. Why am I looking as if I missed some andesite? What am I doing? Okay, we have dandelions, if anyone wanted those. There we go, piece of andesite. Andesite wall, not gonna use. Okay. What cave that I've been to do I think might have andesite? This is labeled Far Cave, but this is one of the closest waypoints I have now. Sort of a misnomer at this point. Okay, do you have andesite here? You have lava. If I'm lucky, you have some fossils that I missed that'll give me Pachyrhinosaurus DNA on camera. Are you gonna give that to me? Please, please, please? Please? Oh, how many times am I going to have to get DNA? Like, to go mining for an hour just to get this DNA. Dude, where's the andesite? Am I just missing it, or... No, okay. Is there really no andesite in this cave? Oh, hold on, I can go deeper. Is there any andesite down here? Still no, actually. A lot of dripstone caves, by the way, I've been noticing. I would say probably mostly dripstone cave. We're gonna go to this mine shaft. I don't know if I ever showed it to you guys. Is there gonna be andesite here? There might be tuff, actually, which is also gonna be nice to collect a bit of. Just need either to show up, preferably. Oh, come on. Seriously, game, please, what are you doing to me? This is unusual and cruel. I can't find anything I'm looking for, ever, when I need it. And you never give me Pachyrhinosaurus DNA. Honestly, I'm more mad about that second one. I would willingly never use a block from Minecraft ever again if it meant that I got the Pachyrhinosaurus DNA. And that, it would be torturous, especially if that block ended up being like a really good block. That would suck. But sacrifices must be made for Pachyrhinosaurus DNA, apparently. I don't know why the game is so against me getting this. But it does seem to be. Nope, no fossil ore and dripstone. Is there any andesite that I can see anywhere, ever? No, of course not. Why would I think that there would be? That would be crazy. Please, I need andesite. And apparently to remember why I never go in this mineshaft area anymore. Oh, where's this? Nowhere helpful. I used this mineshaft a lot more when I was trying to get the Dimetrodon DNA. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. That was not much. I don't need it for this enclosure. I always seem to need it. And that's definitely going to continue. Yeah, so the deep slate and tough fossils that can generate both only drop shale fossils, which do not actually help me get the Pachyrhinosaurus. They only help get the green DNA. Or any actual, if I right-click this, will it show me? No, it will not. Any fossil block can drop any one of these. It is part of the loot table, but it's a very low chance. So mainly what you look for is just your normal fossils, like your shell fossils or your biofossils are your two main types. There are also tar fossils, but those do not drop from a block. So you're looking for one of those two types of fossils. Diamonds, apparently, for the first time again. Gonna take these torches, gonna take this bread, gonna take this book of Fire Aspect 1, which I will never use. I am lost now, so that is true. But yeah, what you'll usually hope to find is fossils. This will, for example, not drop a fossil, actually, so it's a terrible example. That'll drop shale fossils, normally. Nope. Well, yes, actually, I do want to go this way. Oh no, this goes down. I need the other direction. This is going terribly. Why did I convince myself this would be a good idea? Okay. More diamonds just in a chest? Yes, please. Thank you. That almost makes up for not finding andesite. I should get out of this mine shaft, really. Let's go to Cave Near Village. Does Cave Near... It's night now. Does Cave Near Village have andesite? It doesn't look like it. No. Yeah, okay. But it does have a skeleton that is gonna try to shoot at me. How am I still getting hit by these things? I've been playing this game for years. I'm still not good at surviving. Okay. No andesite here. Gonna go home. Gonna sleep. Maybe I'll just accept the amount of andesite I have, you know? Maybe that's just what we gotta do here. On the other hand, could go to the underground research camp. And when that loads, and my computer gets mad at me about it, there will still be no andesite. Seriously? Okay. That's... Jeez. Does this game just not want me to find andesite? Never wants me to find anything. Ugh. This is... It's torturous. So cruel and unusual, and I never noticed this emerald before. We're gonna take that. And you just need to stop being. There we go. Deal with all my problems. So, did I miss anything down here? No. No, it doesn't look like there's any andesite or fossils here. Is there anything on this big flat wall? No? Shocker. Okay. Anything if I go deeper into this cave? Specifically andesite, please? No. No, not. Oh, dear! I found andesite. I'm afraid for my life, but I did find andesite. And... Oh, there are fossils. Oh, no. Please. Okay, I'm gonna have to kill this zombie, because there's more. Okay, I'm getting a little bit nervous. I shouldn't be. I can teleport back and get all my stuff. Okay, hold on. I'm, getting sidetracked by fossils. I want this Pachyrhinosaurus DNA so much. I need andesite, though. And I don't want to have to make another trip, so we're just gonna get a lot of it. And then we're gonna foolishly adventure a little bit more. And see if I can get my hands on some more fossils. Because actually, so far I haven't collected any. Because the fossil ore isn't guaranteed to drop you even a fossil-ish item. That's a relic scrap. That fully isn't biological material. That is completely that is completely archaeology. Not a biological material at all. Fully man-made. Okay. 2 biofossils. Maybe some more. 3. I can work with 3. I can work with more. Are we gonna get Dominican amber? Nope, we're not. We're just gonna get ordinary amber. That's fine. I don't mind. Plant fossils, not the most useful things to me. Just because I have so many that I still need to do something with. the one episode that I was gonna do more paleobotany things, the cultivat just completely vanished like a poorly done magic trick. Okay. And am I gonna push my luck? We're gonna push our luck a little bit here. Da-da, ha-ha! There we go. Nope, nothing. Okay. Just gonna take that. And what if I push my luck in this direction? There we go. Nope, nah, there we go. One. Got one. You gonna be aggressive? Nope, you're chill. Okay. And that is as far as that cave is gonna let us go. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna throw everything in there. And then I'm gonna go work on that enclosure that we started. Remember that? The whole point of this video before I had to go mining and I got sidetracked by biofossils twice? Yeah, we're still gonna work on that. You're not eating your sturgeon. Bad shark. There are so many sturgeon in there. Jeez. Okay. Back to... Just gonna fill this up a bit more. Now mixing in a little bit more tuff. Almost got everything up to 2 layers, or more. So then as far as, like, an enclosure goes, this technically would work as an enclosure. I think at some point I'm going to want to put glass on this once it's actually done. But until then, I am actually just more concerned with making this a bit rocky-er looking. We are getting something that looks a bit like a rock. So I will say that we are more or less achieving what I set out to do. I think this enclosure suffers from the flaw of, like, how would this work as an enclosure in real life? And I'm definitely going to need to put glass on it to make that make any sense later. But the great thing here is that this is a video game, so nothing that I do actually has to make sense outside of for my own amusement. We are very quickly running out of materials, and I am very much not happy about that. Plesiosaur. I know the odds are greater that I don't get it than that I do, but at a certain point, right? At a certain point, you've gotten so many duplicates and so much other DNA that it is wild to me. Hold on, actually. Allosaurus we have. Got those, that, yep. Yeah. Currently in use. But we don't have its raw DNA anymore. Don't have Diplodocus. Dryosaur we're working on, Gallimimus. Ichthyosaur we have. Yep. The Pleurodon. Yes. Mosasaurus right there. Ornitholestes. Pachycephalosaurus we got last episode. If you guys would like to suggest a name, hint, hint. Parasaurolophus, we spent 3 episodes on an enclosure. Protoceratops in use. Don't have its raw DNA anymore, though. Psittacosaurus, in use, don't have its raw DNA. Pteranodon, we got 2. Quetzalcoatlus, 4. Sarcosuchus, Spinosaurus, Stegosaurus. All these are either in use or in this chest. Therizinosaurus, we got that right there. Triceratops, in use. The only one that I don't have, the only DNA that I do not currently or have ever had is actually Pachyrhinosaurus. That is all that I am missing. Oh my goodness. Let me pretend to sort. There we go. That is... Yeah, there's other DNA that I don't have, like, these really prehistoric ones I don't have plenty of. But I'm also not collecting shale fossils all that often, because I am explicitly looking for this Pachyrhinosaurus DNA. And honestly, I'm not actually missing that many. There's only like 12 of the green DNA, and I have 8. So I'm 4 away. The Heliocene or Cenozoic DNA, that I'm missing a couple from. Still, but that's also more of a, I haven't been doing anything to actively get it. But out of the Mesozoic fossil, or the Mesozoic DNA, I have had, or currently have, every single DNA. Except for the Pachyrhinosaurus. I cannot believe this. This is insanity. Absolutely ludicrous. I don't even know what to do with this. This revelation makes it so much worse that I haven't gotten it yet. Because I've gotten everything else. Every other thing I have. Or have had. But no, can't get that Pachyrhinosaurus DNA. Oh, that hurts. That hurts so much more than if I was, like, missing a bunch of stuff, but I was just overly focusing on this one specific thing. At this point, I'm not gonna get more andesite, by the way, because I'll just get sidetracked again. And there is a very real chance that I did just lie to you. We will see what happens. Oh, man, I don't even... Okay, well, I'm gonna need to go mining again for more, because this is... We'll just go in here. We'll go in this cave that I've never been in, so there might be fossils. I'm just signing up to be sidetracked at this point. It really... It's my own doing. Is there andesite, though? No. No, there is not andesite. That's... lovely. Very tight fit. Oh, andesite. Andesite. We're good. We're golden. Got another stack of this stuff, I guess. I'm terrible at resource management, it would seem. Which, simply is not the case. I just really underestimate how much stuff I need for a Minecraft build. Anyways, that actually made me jump a bit. I don't have face cam on. You guys will never see me jump because of a creeper explosion. Okay. Maybe that's a sign that I need to start turning on face cam for these videos. I don't think it is. I think I'm fine as is. I also think I've been recording for far too long, definitely. Because... Oh, has it been over an hour? No, it's only been 40 minutes. Oh, what did I open? I thought that it had been like over an hour, and that would have been terrible. I don't want to do... Well, I do that actually regularly. I don't want to edit that down to under an hour. I'm complaining about nothing. If my benchmark is I try to make sure videos are under an hour, and I don't even do that consistently, I should stop whining. I just make videos for fun. It's fine. I've been here for 40 minutes. This video will be about 40 minutes up to this point. Maybe a minute has passed. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing any fossils. You guys are lucky. We're not getting sidetracked again. Unless there's a fossil up there. Then it might happen. I make no promises. Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. We're gonna go home here. Because home here has stacks of cobblestone that I can steal from myself. There we go. My inventory is a mess. I need to make an actual staircase down from there, because I do not really like teleporting down here every time. I would much rather be able to walk it. You know what I might do? It's a strange idea, but I am considering possibly bone mealing some moss on top of this entire, like, part of this to make some of it a bit mossier. I do need to put down the slabs still. And I don't know whether I should do that before or after I moss this. So close. We've almost got this. I've almost done it. Even with getting sidetracked twice and counting all the DNA in my chest. Alright, then we're gonna grab these. And we're gonna just place them around, really. I don't know. I've never planned much for this series. We've seen me plan 2 things, and one of them was my house. The other one was the Citipati enclosure, actually. That was also planned a while back. And it is a pretty good enclosure. I think it turned out well. throw that there, because why not? And there we go. Almost, actually. I would like to... just bring more shape into everything. This isn't quite organic building, like organics, like I did for the tree stump, but it is similar idea of just placing things. We've seen me build rocks before, though. I don't know if I do it right, but I do it in a way that works. I don't think there is a right way to build, actually. I think I'm being too hard on myself. Oh well, anyways. We're just gonna move on there. Before I have some sort of introspection or something like that. Not even 100% sure that that was the right word. I sorta just talk when I'm recording. Let me specify that a little bit. I do talk a lot, though, so, you know. Yeah. That looks pretty rocky. I like it. Okay, we need a single tree in here and some ferns, just so that they can eat, but then I think we're good. And maybe we'll even explore... We'll give them some flowers. We'll give them a couple flowers. Maybe we'll even explore the nether a bit more today. Mostly because I need quartz, but, you know. I should... You know what I have to do at some point? I need the mammoth just for this fur. Because the comfy bed has this lovely little feature where you can sleep on it at any time. And that sounds so nice. That sounds like that'll solve so many of my problems. Possibly in real life, too. Maybe I should get a mammoth bed in my real life. Maybe that would be a great idea. You know what? Now that I see it like this, I don't think I want to just bone meal some moss on top of this. I do think it would look good if I added some moss, but I think it should be more of an intentional thing. Hold on. I like that addition. It wasn't much, but I think it looks good. Okay. There we go, that grows out a bit. Placentia. You know what? It said... it's risky. Only because it's risky for escaping. And I would have to remove those. But I might just fill up this bottom bit here with water. I think I will. Remember when I said that I didn't want to deal with water? I've just discovered, and I am as horrified about it as all of you are, that I might have lied when I said that, and I didn't even know it. To be fair, water is a lot less painful than it was back in the 1.12 version of this mod. It wasn't the mod's fault, it's just 1.12. Before the first aquatic update came out. I do say first, because I feel like it's pretty likely with some of the data structures that Mojang has been adding that they might add some more aquatic biomes or something like that. Maybe some more aquatic creatures. Would be really cool to see the Nautilus actually get added to Minecraft. That is something I was disappointed they didn't do originally. Okay. Let's get these guys in here. And yeah, I mentioned it a couple times throughout the episode. Every dinosaur in this zoo needs a name at some point. Even if I've already named the specific one that we already have, I still would absolutely appreciate name suggestions, because I can always write them down and use them for future members of the species that get added into the world. And I will, at some point, have more than just the one T-Rex, for example, more than just Lapis for the Triceratops. I don't think they can escape here, only because I don't think I can escape here without doing that, but dryosaurs don't get that big. They're very small. They would make... Oh, I just opened Microsoft Edge. That's not great. There we go. Yeah, Oh, I've completely lost my train of thought. Curse you, Microsoft Edge. Yeah, no, I will absolutely have more members of each species, so if you have a name idea for a specific dinosaur, but it's already named, still leave your suggestions in the comments below. I will write them down so that I do not forget them when it comes time to name another member of that species. And maybe I'll really like your name suggestion, and I'll think, actually, I like that better than the name I gave it. I probably am not going to take any names away from the dinosaurs. I'm not going to be like, no, you can't have this name anymore. I like this one better. But, you know, I'll definitely... If I like the name, I'll definitely keep it in mind, for sure. I have to ramble for so long while these guys hatch. Come on. Let's see you two. Let's see what we got here. Nope, okay, I really jumped the gun there. Okay, hello! We have a female Dryosaurus and a male Dryosaurus. You two are going to probably fill up this enclosure once you grow up. Max population is 10 again. That's sort of surprising. I know I've seen it go up to 15 before. So these two might need names quicker than some of the others. If they lay an egg, I'll need to name them just so that we can keep track of them, like we did with Agnes and Chester. We can also name their children at any point. But Agnes and Chester were much more desperately in need of a name than any of their children are. Alright. How long have we been here? I don't think we have time. Yeah, we don't have time for another exploration today. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you have an amazing day, and goodbye.